Okay, the time has come where we start to learn some chords now, which chords are what the left hand plays. The first chord we're going to learn is called A, so we just need to re-familiarise ourselves with how to read the chord diagram again, so I'll go through it again very quickly. Again, the double line up the top is the nut, the 6 strings going down, or the 6 lines, represent the strings, of which the 6th is over this side here and the thickest, and the first is over here, and the 3 horizontal lines are the frets. Now, as you can see in your chord diagram there, we've got the chord of A. It's got 3 large black dots there, which have got little numbers beside them. The numbers beside them represent the fingers on the left hand, which as we know is first finger, second finger, third finger and fourth finger. So, if we have a look now, it says to put the first finger, where the black dot with the number 1 beside it, onto the second fret of the 4th string. So let's do that now. We count the strings back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the second fret, 1, 2, and we put the finger down there, first finger, second fret, 4th string. The next one, for the second finger, says to go on the second fret of the 3rd string, so we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, and the second finger goes there. The third finger it says to put on the second fret of the 2nd string, which is 1, 2, second fret, just there. It's a bit of a squeeze to get all your fingers in there, and it might feel quite difficult at the moment, but it will come okay. You will learn to squeeze the fingers in there, so don't be too worried if you can't. Now you will also notice on the 6th string that at the top there is a cross there. The cross means that we don't play that note. Now to not play that note, we don't be very careful with the strumming. What we do is we bring our thumb, which is right up here at the top, and bring it over and just lightly touch that string just there, and when we play it you can hear it's muffled out so it won't ring through. So that's what the cross means, and we're now playing the A chord. And this chord is called A major or A. So what we will do now is test it. First of all we give it a strum, and then we test each of the notes one by one, just to make sure it's all ringing through okay. So we'll go through it now. And there it's all ringing through fine. That's the chord of A. Let's learn 2 more chords now. The first one is called D. Let's have a look at our chord diagram first. As you can see at the top it has 2 crosses there. That's actually physically impossible for us to get our thumb over like that. But for the chord to be technically correct it has to have the 2 crosses. But we'll ignore the second cross and just muffle out the note on the 6th string. From there we put our fingers down, being the first finger onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, which is there, the second finger onto the 2nd fret of the 1st string, which is there, and then the 3rd finger onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, which is there. Again, we'll give it a strum for a test, and then we'll go through each of the notes one by one and test them. And they're all ringing through. If you've got some strings that aren't ringing through or that are buzzing, then generally you want to check your fingers. You'll probably find that they're either not holding down the frets hard enough or else they're in the wrong place. So you want to be quite particular about where you put your fingers. It's important we get them in the right place. We'll learn one more chord now. It's called the E chord. As you can see it doesn't have any crosses, so we don't have to worry about our thumb muffling any strings, and we'll just put our fingers down where it says. First finger, 1st fret, 3rd string, second finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, and 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. And there's our E chord. As with all our chords, we give it a strum, and then we pluck all the notes one by one. That's our first 3 chords, E, D, and A.